Alright, hello everybody, and welcome back to Modern Skyblock 3, Departed. Ta-da! Today, I think my big plans are gonna be that I'm gonna do this quest down here in Basic Resources called Combustion. In order to make many basic items from Sky Resources and a few other mods, you are going to need to construct a multi-block combustion chamber. You can see how to do that and how to use it in the Sky Resources 2 guide. So that's going to be one of the main things that I do today. With that, I might also make a dirt furnace, and I also might start making a cobblestone generator, but I'll see how I'm doing on time. One of the first things, though, I think, as I'm going to deal with all the monsters spawning down there. So, two things I'll do. A, I'll get that hat, and B, one of the things we need from this is gunpowder. So, I'll pick up that gunpowder, and I will continue on my way. So, what we're going to need for this thing is we're going to need this wooden casing, a wooden combustion heater, an oak button, and a couple of other things just to make it work out nice and handy. Okay, so first of all, we're going to build the area that we need for this. We don't need a ton, we just need a little bit. Alright, we got the area done. Next up, let's make all the different parts. First of all, let's make the sticks and there we go, the gear. Let's surround that gear in logs. Wooden casing, done. Next, let's take one gunpowder, surround it in planks. We get the combustion heater, and then, I'm trying to remember, the planks like that. And then we get a wooden combustion heater. There we go. Finally, one plank and one button. Last thing we're going to do is it's handy to have a oak trapdoor with this design. So, there's a way that you can look this up. If you press G, you can look in the category over here in stage 2 and it shows you how to make the thing, put it together. However, I already know how to do that, so I'll just show you guys how to do it straightforward here. So let's put this about the middle where we want it, about right there. Next up, we got the casing down. We put the wooden combustion heater inside of it, just right click. And let's put the button on front, so hit shift, right click. Finally, let's create a little area to work in. What you want to do is like that. Okay. There we go. So the area right above the combustion heater, you want that to be fully covered in this case, with wood. And also put one trapdoor on top, just for easy access. And then you'll see down here that it says it's a valid multi-block up there. Now, one of the things I'll do real quick as well is I'm going to give myself a ladder to climb up with. Hello, skeleton. So let's get that done. Done. Alright. And again, that's just for easy access. So, finally, let's put those few things away. And let's put some planks inside. This is going to be a horrible resource. But, using planks as the FIO is not going to be great, but it'll have to work for now. So, the next thing we're going to want to do, one of the main reasons why I wanted to do this first, is if you take some saplings here, if you make a there we go, out of them, you get the plant matter like I said before. I think I need a little bit more here. And using that plant matter, you can see over here, we can actually get some dirt. So we can actually start producing dirt here, which is going to be very important. We're going to very much want that, because, let's throw this up top and start making things 1, 2, 3, 4. If you hit the button down here, you'll hear that explosion, and it made dirt inside. So, I'm going to make the dirt furnace next. For this one, you just need some dirt, and you need that wooden heat component, which we already made one of those before. Again, really easy. Just that there, and surround it. That and that to make a dirt furnace. There, we have a dirt furnace, so we can start cooking things. Now, as this thing says right here, you can't craft a regular furnace yet. So, for cooking and smelting, you're going to need the next best thing, a dirt furnace. It works just like a regular furnace, but it uses 3 times more fuel. So basically, this thing is horribly inefficient. However, it'll do what we need it to for now, at least. We're going to definitely want to upgrade it to a better version later on. But for now, let's create another little area so I can work on. Dirt furnace, right there. Boom, dirt furnace. We're going to want to start making, yeah, I'm going to start making some charcoal so that we don't have that thing happen. So I'm going to take some logs, and I'm going to start this process. This is going to take some amount of fuel, but it's going to be somewhat worth it. So let's see. One of the next things I'm going to do, okay, one of the next things I'm going to do, the key to like making lava, and I'm going to do some other things so I can do it here soon, is this, lava. Now that you can make blaze powder, you can craft it into a block and put it above a torch to obtain lava. Melting it could take a few minutes, but if you're lucky, it could even take only a few seconds. So, how you make blaze powder, I haven't quite shown you that yet, is you take gunpowder. Yeah, let's grab what we have. Yeah, okay, that'll do. How you make blaze powder is you take gunpowder, you throw it into the combustion chamber, just one for now, hit the button, and you get 3 blaze powder. Repeat to get more. There we go. So, and then how you make that blaze powder block is you put it in a 4x4 blaze powder block. Finally, let's leave that cooking a little bit too. With what coal we have, let's make some torches so that we can actually start to see. Alright, that job is done. Another thing I might do real quick, just to show you how, I'm going to grab the, rotten flesh that we have. Go, just a little bit, good. Because one of the, well, I could eat it, but that's not necessarily a great thing to do in this mod pack. Because, one of the things you can do, is if you take the 3 wooden slabs like this, put them down there like that, you can get a drying rack. Do this a couple of times. You can get a couple of those. Add a couple more. And you're starting to have a good solid base. So, what I'll do with these, I'll build out a little bit. And I'll build up. There we go. Then, apply drying racks. And then finally, as the name suggests, you place things on this to dry. And in the case of monster turkey, like this, I believe actually, I should double check this. Yep, in the case of monster, or rotten flesh like this, you actually get monster turkey, which is a decent food source. So it's a good use for this. Can be a good use for this. I'll put that away for now though. What we're gonna do here, you can see it over here in clay. Clay, by inserting water into dirt, you are able to make clay or compressed clay by inserting it into compressed dirt. So, what that means is we place down the dirt, like that, and then by using the extractor and right-clicking, ta-da, ta-da, we have clay. That is done. And what we're going to use that for is the thing down here, the crucible. So, what it says there, the improved melting. The crucible is used for melting blaze powder, blocks into lava, and crystal shards into crystal fluid. So we're going to use this as a little bit of a safer method of creating lava. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. As you can probably see from this, we're going to have to be using this thing a lot. Right now, as you can see it right here, it has a max heat unit of 100. So it can't really do that much, but as the path progresses, we'll make a new one out of this, out of like stone, and then iron, and then other components. And as we go, it'll be able to start making better and better things, and we'll be able to start making more and more things. So instead of throwing in just 4 of the plant matter, I'll be able to throw in an entire stack and get dirt from that. And that will be a very handy thing as we go forward. As you can see over here as well, the monster turkey is also done. I'm going to grab that. There we go. And chomp on that as I am very hungry. And then we'll restock it a little bit as well. there's a couple uses for the rotten flesh. One especially, you use it to make iron later on. So we don't want to use all of it, but we'll use some of it for now. And we have a good supply coming in as well, so we're actually pretty good where we are. So, you can see over here that we have the bricks done. Putting them in that order, you can make a crucible. And then, let's build out this way. Let's turn this dirt into clay. Another thing we're going to need real quick here is we'll use the 3 clay to make an unfired clay bucket, and we'll fire that clay bucket so that we can use it. Over here at the crucible, we're going to take what blaze powder we have, the blaze powder block, and we're going to throw it in. And that's going to, the torch down there is going to heat it up and it's going to start melting it. And so pretty soon we'll be able to use this clay bucket to be able to get the lava from there. Last things we're going to want to do, we got a couple oak wood slabs, so that is good. Is we're going to create an area for this thing to use over here. So, I'm going to start slowly but surely. It's better. Okay. I'm going to make an outline of what we need. First of all, I'm going to use dirt on these sides. I'm going to place the lava right there, and so because wood can burn, I'm going to try not to use wood there. I'm also going to give an outline right here like that, and then on top of that outline over here, make another area right there. Alright. And to make my job easier later, let's take that out too. So, that is about what we need here. It's not much, but we're not really making it fancy yet. We're just doing simplified. So what we're going to do, two things. This crucible can hold 4 buckets in it. So you can see it's about 1/4 right now. That is a bucket. Grabbing it, we now have a bucket of lava. It's kind of just a visual effect that there's still lava in there. It is empty. So, what we'll do next is, because we actually don't have something to really break rocks with, let's grab a couple supplies. Now we have that wooden pickaxe. So, last thing we'll do is just... This is not going to be good. Oh, no, we're still good. We're still good. So, using this compressed water extractor, we're going to shift, right-click, put a water source right there. And then, using the lava bucket, we'll put the bucket over here in the dirt. Once you use the... or I should say, using the clay buckets, they break after you place lava with them. But that gets us what we need. So as you can see, when the lava hits the water, it creates cobblestone. And then, jumping into this area right here, that's not a great place to do it, I can mine this place right here. There we go, and we have cobblestone. So that I stop actually getting out of this place, we place that there. Alright, and then I will just float back here, and most of the storm will fall into the water and go to me. So if we mine this for a little bit, then, with that done, we now have ourselves a fairly efficient cobblestone generator. So if you go down here, you mine the cobblestone, it jumps into the water, and then it just naturally flows towards you. I'm also going to block that part off as well. This is the kind of setup I like, well, for now. Later on I'm going to improve it, make it a better one, but that'll have to be later parts. Having just gotten 9 cobblestone, we'll do one last thing. You can see down here, cobblestone, now that you have water and lava, you can make a traditional cobblestone generator. That's what we just did. And one of the other things it wants you to do is compress it. That's this thing you can do where you put blocks in a 9x9 by that and you get compressed cobblestone or compressed dirt or compressed wood, a lot of different things. But with that, I got that quest done as well. Alright, well, I think that is going to do it for this part. I hope you've enjoyed. I've hoped you've seen how to do a couple of more things in this mod pack, and I hope it makes a little bit more sense. I'll be back next time. I'm guessing, on Tuesday I'll probably be back with this. I'll do War Groove on Monday. But in the meantime, I hope you've enjoyed. I hope you've had a good day. I'll see you next time, and for now I will say goodbye. Have a great rest of the day.